mean, I only know what I've been able to observe, and we only know what we've been able to observe.
Did you know that we live in an era that processes reality different than our parents and grandparents? In fact, every generation has a particular lens by which they see reality. And history tells us that those lenses change over time. The lens that our generation currently sees reality through is called postmodernism. Do you know what postmodernism is?
No.
Do you know what postmodernism is?
What's your definition before I answer anything?
Think of truth like a baseball game. At bat, the umpire calls the strikes. In the pre-modern era, an umpire called the plays as they were.
Strike one!
In the modern era, when humans believed man-determined truth, an umpire would call him as he sees him. And in the postmodern era, when each human determines their own truth, an umpire would call them, and that is what they actually are. And that's why you don't see things the same way your parents do. Your parents are either pre-modern or modern umpires, and you are a postmodern umpire. And you can't have more than one umpire calling the pitches.
Premodernism was the idea that, we got truth from God.
I'm of Christian faith, so I believe truth came from God.
Whatever that God was or gods were, the gods told us the truth, and that was largely dominant in the cultures before the Enlightenment. Modernism was this idea that all truth could be discerned through this empirical scientific method. The positivism of the 1850s, of the Enlightenment era, where man is recognizing truth is not just what God tells us. Truth is not just what comes in authoritative books, holy books, these sorts of things. Truth is what man can discern for himself by testing the world according to this scientific knowledge that he's progressed in.
I mean, I only know what I've been able to observe, and we only know what we've been able to observe.
In the crux of modernism, it's science can give me these ultimate answers. Where premodernism was truth comes from God, and modernism was truth comes from scientific assessment and inquiry, man's attempt at understanding the natural world. Postmodernism is, well, truth really can't be discerned. Truth, as we've understood it, as this notion of objective reality, it doesn't fit. They're saying, hey, truth is what you think it is. Truth is what this group or subgroup or community decides it can be. So one culture has their truth and another culture has their truth, and they could be objectively contradictory, but that's fine, leave them alone. That's just them, that's just what they prefer. Eventually it denigrates from subgroup to subgroup, cultural group to cultural group, to individual to individual.
Everyone perceives the world differently, so it doesn't matter. Like, to me, most of the time, it's just like your own truth. It doesn't matter all the time what other people think.
If I'm an individual in a group who decides I don't want to go the way the group is going, who are you to tell me that my decision or my feeling or my apprehension of truth is invalid?
Do you think that morality is objective or subjective?
Subjective.
So I feel like people can definitely have two different viewpoints and still be their truth.
Can two opposing truths really be true?
No, I mean, I think the foundation of all logical thought, the foundation of reason from a philosophical point of view is the law of non-contradiction, which is to say that A and not A cannot both be true at the same time and in the same relationship. We cannot have fundamentally mutually exclusive claims both be considered true. They might both be wrong, or one of them might be right, but they cannot both be true. That's just a foundational axiom of reason. I mean, either you're here or you're not. You are not here and not here at the same time. Either the Bible is true or the Bible is not true. You can't have both of those realities be true at the same time.
The problem is that the foundational claim of postmodernism doesn't work with the way that postmodernism is practiced. Everyone can't be right all the time. And sometimes that feels rude to say, doesn't it? You can't be right all the time. It might even sound intolerant. Is it really intolerant to say that truth is exclusive and it can't be determined differently person to person?
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Next week, we got more content coming at you, so make sure you subscribe.